Hi there, welcome to learning. Let's continue our questions answer session with concepts. Which one of these glacial features is believed to have formed in the bed of a subglacial stream? There are four options. There are four options, and the correct option is and esker. How eskers is formed we have discussed earlier. See, this is an ice or glacier. When they start melting, they find some path and the water accumulated under the ice and they make an stream, that is subglacial meltwater tunnel, and that stream brings some material with them, the unconsolidated parts of the rocks, and they deposited. And once the ice melted, mean during post glaciation, ice is not here present, only what is left, that is and esker, that is in a sinuous ridge, that is in a shape of sinuous, that is esker. See, eskers we have discussed here, eskers, this is an sinuous ridge, that is and esker. So our question is, glacial features have formed in the bed of a subglacial stream, that is and esker. Next, which one of the following percentages of the distance from the earth's surface is correct for the perigee of moon than apogee? We have to find the difference of distance percentage between apogee and perigee of moon from the earth. See, perigee meaning closest to the earth. That distance is 3,60,000 km. The distance between earth and moon in perigee condition is 3,60,000, and in apogee meaning farthest from the earth, the moon distance is 4,05,000 km. Then what will be the percentage change in their distance? Apogee distance minus perigee distance divided by apogee distance, that will becomes 11.11%, that is approximately 12%. So C is the correct answer. Now, which one of the following is a fluvio-glacial deposit? There are four options and C is the correct answer. Kame Terrace. Kame Terrace is a fluvio-glacial deposit. C. A Kame Terrace is a relatively flat surface of sediments that was deposited between the valley surface and the glacier. It is a fluvio-glacial deposit. See, this is a Kame Terraces. This is a depositional features due to fluvio-glacial. Next, San Andreas fault is a transform fault. San Andreas fault is a continental transform fault that extends roughly 1200 km through California. It forms the tectonic boundary between the Pacific plate and the North American plate, and its motion is right lateral strike slip, that is horizontal. See, this is a fault due to transform, that is a San Andreas fault. See, so the San Andreas fault is a transform fault. We can here see how, in animated form, how the San Andreas fault is developed, and the Pacific plate and North American plate in which direction. I have tried to attach a video. See. Next question. The process in which one plate slides beneath another is known as, it is subduction. We know that how Andes mountain has been formed. It is due to subduction of Nazca plate beneath the South American plate that form Andes mountain. So the process in which one plate slides beneath another is known as subduction. Mohorovičić discontinuity marks the boundary between, it is crust and upper mantle, or we can also say crust and mantle. That discontinuity is Mohorovičić discontinuity, or in simplest form we can say Moho discontinuity. That is form marks between the boundary between crust and the upper mantle, or crust and mantle. The concept of pediplane is associated with L.C. King. So D is the correct answer. We have to match authors and book. Once again, S.W. Woodridge has written The Spirit and Purpose of Geography. Walter Planck, Morphological Analysis of Landforms. J. A. Steers, Unstable Earth. Thornbury, Principles of Geomorphology. These are book Morphological Analysis of Landforms by W. Planck, The Unstable Earth by J. A. Steers, Principles of Geomorphology by Thornbury, The Spirit and Purpose of Geography by Woodridge and East, who stated that the slope profile are convex, plane, or concave according to the circumstances of the uplifting actions. It is Planck. Match topography with landforms. Glacial, arid, fluvial, alluvial fan, marine, tombolo, aeolian, yardangs. See, glacial arid. This is an arid. This is arid is basically a French word meaning ridge. This ridge created due to these two tarn or cories, and it is a feature of erosional features. It developed due to erosion. So arid, glacial, and fluvial alluvial fan. See, this is an alluvial fan. It is in a triangular shape, and we can also compare with traditional fan. The sediments has been brought by rivers. As it has been passed through canyons, they brought some material there and bring with them and deposited in the shape of alluvial fan. And marine tombolo. See, this is a tombolo. When an island is attached with the main island with a strip of land, it is a depositional feature. Keep in mind, it is not an erosional feature, it is a depositional feature. When an island is attached with main island with a strip of land, that is by spit and bar, that is called tombolo. And aeolian yardings, due to action of wind, what happened? Here we can see this is a hard rock which is not eroded by air, and the softer materials has been eroded, and the this is parallel to the direction of prevailing wind. So this is a yarding, and it makes trough. The softer material has been eroded by air, that is less resistant track rock. So it is a aeolian landform, that is yardings are aeolian landforms. So it is clear: glacial arete, fluvial alluvial fan, marine tombolo, aeolian yardings. That's all for the day. Bye bye.